The opinions expressed by the hosts and co-hosts of this program does not necessarily reflect the views of TGON Radio and TVH Group of Networks.
TGON and AspMedia brings you Asphere's Cafe. The cafe is now open.
of course, yes, of course you can. Yes, of course you can. Yes, of course you can play your Steam games on a big screen, obviously. And what I can confidently say is that yeah, Steam is finally bringing back the Steam machine, and this is not the first time they had a machine, because from what I looked up in the last time, through Wikipedia, they had the first gen Steam machine, and this is the second gen Steam machine based from what I have learned. So this is pretty cool. And the good thing about this is that it's running through SteamOS. It's based on Linux, so that's pretty cool. And you have a small form factor, and of course the quiet fans and the IO ports too. So you have, for the CPU and GPU, you have the semi-custom AMD. I have yet to find out what exact model is they using. And for the storage they have is 512 gigabytes and 2 terabytes of storage. And yes, both will come with expandable storage with micro SD. Now for the Wi-Fi connectivity, it has Wi-Fi 6E along with Bluetooth 5.3 with a dedicated antenna. Pretty cool, right? And what's the best part about the Steam machine? It has no giant brick. Interesting. And now look at this. Just take a look at this. This is the Steam machine, and you can customize the cover of your Steam machine. You see that? You see that? That's how you can make the most of your Steam machine. This is pretty cool. And then you have the LED strip, which is right here. Yeah, look at that. I have to admit that it looks very fascinating. And what's this one? Oh yeah, of course, you can also use it to code too. So yes, what Steam did say is that you can install another operating system if you don't want to use the OS. Well, why would you why would you use another operating system if there's already Steam Deck, right? And Steam machine is made for Steam controller, which is nice. And then you have how do I say this? You can stream. Okay, there you go. You can stream your Steam machine to another Steam products. Pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. So that's the Steam machine we just took a look at. Wait, there's more. We have yet to take a look at the Steam frame along with Steam controller. We're not done just yet. So, but for now, let's have a look at the interior design. So on the front you have two USB 3 ports along with micro SD slot, and then you have the LED indicator. I believe that's a power indicator, and then the power button. And right around in the middle right here is the LED strip. And on the back you have one USB-C port, and you have two USB 2 ports. You have one display port, one HDMI port, AC power connector, and most likely a gigabit Ethernet. So for the tech specs, both CPU and GPU are semi-custom AMD, while the CPU, it is Zen 4 with 6 cores and 12 tops, I think. And it has up to 4.8 gigahertz and 30 watt of power. While GPU, it's using RDNA 3 with 28 CUs, and you have 2.55 gigahertz max sustained clock and 110 watts. And for the RAM, you have 16 gigabytes of RAM of DDR5 and 8 gigabytes of graphics VRAM, that is DDR6. And for the power, you have obviously you have its internal power supply, and the AC power can be from 110 to 240 volts. So the rest, okay, yeah, net. I knew it. Yep, it is using gigabit Ethernet port. So that confirms my guess. And for the LED strip, you have 17 individually addressable RGB LEDs for system status and customizability. Pretty neat. Now, for the size, you have 152 millimeter tall, which is 140 millimeter wide of feet, 162.4 millimeter deep, and 156 millimeter wide. And the weight is 2.6 kilograms. And finally, it is running SteamOS 3 and is based on Arch. And the desktop is KDE Plasma. So that is the machine you just took a look at. And honestly, I'm very happy that this is a long due from Steam. And who knows if I'm going to get this someday. But knowing that it runs on SteamOS and it's based on Arch, I can already say this is going to be something like hotcakes. But we have yet to witness the pricing for this Steam machine. So we will have to wait for further announcements from we have to wait for further announcements from Steam, and when are they going to announce the pricing. Especially right now, we are also concerned with the price increase of RAM because of the stupid AI bubble, of course. No, I do like AI, but companies doubling down on AI, yeah, that is what is making me not liking it right now. Alright, so yeah, that's Steam Machine. Now, let's move on to Steam Frame. So here is a Steam Frame, as we are about to look at right here. Alright, so you have, and yes, so this is Steam Frame, and yes, it can run both VR and non-VR games. How cool is that, right? It can run not just VR games, but non-VR games too. And it is designed for comfort, of course, easy to use. And then you have wireless adapter and dual radios, which has an included plug-and-play 6 GHz wireless adapter. And you have full beaded streaming, and that means it is a feature that optimizes detail where your eyes are looking and typically offers over a 10 times improvement in image quality and effective bandwidth. And you have seamless audio experience, so meaning they have dual stereo speakers. So if you have it, it's pancake. So this has, so the optics feature 2160 and 2160 LCD panels, one per eye. And for supported refresh rates are from 72 to 144 Hz. And you have controls too. Look at that. And yeah, it's fully backwards compatible. Fully backwards compatible, I mean, right? And if we look at the controllers in the front, it has two Steam buttons. How convenient is that, right? And yeah, it can also work for non-VR games. You have magnetic thumbstick and replaceable batteries too. So yes, you heard that right. It also runs SteamOS that will be powered by a Snapdragon 8 series processor. And it also has 16 gigabytes of RAM too, just like with the Steam machine. So that is Steam Frame, and it's very nice coming from Steam. And if you want to know the full technical stuff, like how they build the Steam Deck, you can watch Gamers Nexus video. I'll be putting it in the video description below once the replay is up. So yeah, what do I think about the Steam Frame? Well, I have to admit that it looks very cool. Really is. It looks very, very cool. So that is Steam Frame. And last but not least, we have Steam controller. So this is Steam controller, and you have all of the good stuff here. And the best part about the Steam controller is that it has Steam controller plug. Look at that, right? It has magnetic thumbsticks like the Steam frame, and then you have a high quality rumble motor, and then you have gyro sensor, which you can do that with the grip. And nice! It has trackpad, nice. And you have grip button, Steam button, and quick access menu. And it works with any PC that is running Steam, Steam Deck, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. All of them will work whether you are using a PC with Steam Client, Steam Deck, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. It's very cool. So yeah, I have to look into this further, but oh my gosh, look how it's being done, and this is very cool. So that is Steam controller, and like with the Steam Machine and Steam Frame, this is a big revolution coming from Steam, and I am very excited for the new development coming from Valve. So yeah, there you go. So that is Steam controller, and that is the entire Steam hardware family, minus the deck, of course, because the deck is still in the first gen. But so far, guys, I have to admit that the Steam controller, Steam Frame, and Steam Machine are very good products that they might want to buy. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Anyway, it is now 6:48 p.m. as we will be taking a short break, and of course we have a lot more to talk about, especially with the tech news and the gaming headline. Sorry, not gaming. It's Monday apparently, and tech headlines right here on Asphere's cover. But in the meantime, our sponsors, we have, for the radio, we have Asphere Appliances, 3 Parts Pizza, Capinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and Centron C+, and Dell Sound. Oh, and for TV, we have TGF. That's it. Yeah, just TGF. So stick around with us. We will be back after the breaks. We will be right back.
All-day hangout! Morning, noon, hanggang nighttime, bangong Palmolive sa hair ko?
Check!
OM Kilig! That's only from Palmolive Naturals. It wraps your hair in long-lasting bango. Long-lasting bangong Palmolive? Check mo! Have a great hair day!
Ito na lang, mag-Max Menthol Candy. Para hindi pinaparamdam ito, mag-Max Menthol Candy. Menthol sa lamig, menthol sa paramdam. Mag-Lestro Grow para sa grow ang nutritiyan. Para nakakatulong sa tiyan. Para sa mga bata, ang pag-iinumin ng gatas sa Grow Nutritiyan. Mag-Lestro Grow para sa nutritiyan. Mag-Milo Choco Powder para lagay ng yelo tapos timpla ng Choco Powder na. Kaya mag-champion na, mag-Milo Choco Powder, iyong ng baso ng choco.
Leslie, good food, good life.
Bagong TGF Spaghetti. Para iluluto ng spaghetti para ilalagay ng sauce at hotdog. Tapos luto na. Sarap. Bagong TGF Spaghetti. Basta sa spaghetti sa hotdog.
Dahil importante ang kalusugan mga kaalaga, Naiintindihan ng PVC drug na mahalaga ang bawat sandali. Para sa iyo kaalaga, mayroong PVC Sulit Card. Walang bayad, walang membership fees, libreng-libre. The more you use, the higher the discount. PVC Sulit Card, your customer's sulit savings card. PVC Drug, serbisyong tapat, alagang sapat.
Nagigising ako umaga, alas 7 ng umaga, mag-Lucky Ve Pancit Canton Calamansi, pagluluto pagsiksik sa sarap. Para ilagay ng kalamansi sa Pancit Canton Calamansi, sarap. Mag-Lucky Ve Pancit Canton Calamansi.
Ang dumi ng buhok. Don't Brand X Shampoo. New Duck Shampoo. With keratin hair actives. This softer, smoother damage repair. With regular use. New Duck Shampoo. With intensive repair.
Bagong lumabas? Mag-Burr Brand. Para inumin sagad sa buto, umulan o umaraw. Mag-Burr Brand araw-araw, tibay agad sa buto.
Leslie, good food, good life.
Mag-Rexona, para tatanggalin asim sa kili-kili, ba't maligo sa asim kilkili, para mawala ng kili-kili sa asim. Mag-Rexona, huwag emergency sa asim kili-kili. Open up Red Fresh toothpaste with antibacterial mouthwash. Remove bacterial of toothpaste. Use Open Up Red Fresh toothpaste for all day freshens. Sakit na ulo ang lagnat, hindi siya makapasok. Mag-Biogesic para tanggalin ng lagnat. Walang sakit ulo, mag-Biogesic. Ingat ang damang-dama, pagaling ng lagnat.
Alagang Unilap yan.
Araw-araw akong kumikilos para sa mga mahalaga sa akin. At sa tulong ng Anlean with Bone Active Formula, kaya ko ang lahat ng gusto kong gawin. Anlean, para sa bawat kilos.
Lagi na nangupla na hihilo, at baka mawala na yan. Amenia yan, mag-TGF Armenia, puno ng mga dugo, para hindi ubusin ng dugo ng iron. Ibalik ang sigla ng dugo, mag-TGF Armenia, araw-araw. Mag-Oreo, para ilalagay ng sausaw sa gatas ng Oreo, para kainan na. At pagkatapos ng kumain ng Oreo milk, mag-Oreo, mas maglagay ng sausaw sa gatas ng Oreo milk.
Magiging masaya ang laro. Mag-Loyal Orange na. Masarap naman talaga ng Loyal Orange na. Game na! Mas laro sa game. Sa Loyal Orange na kakulitan.
Germs na naman sa The Bleach and Detergent para kalat laming sa buong banyo ba't madumi ng 10 bleach ng ginagamit. Mag-Tomex ka na. Para tanggalin ang germs, para tanggalin ng dumi, Tomex patayang Olerm germs, 25 piso lang. Mas rice na kapag saing na sa kanin. Mag-Harvest Hers rice para ilagay sa tubig tapos magsaing na para luto na ng kanin. Mag-Harvest Hers rice, kanin na sa bahay.
Every sunrise brings a new story, and every story begins with a single journey. At Zakish Airlines, we believe travel isn't just about reaching your destination. It's about the experience that carries you there. From comfort that feels like home, to service that feels like family, we make sure your moments in the sky are unforgettable. Because when you fly with us, the world is closer than you think. Zakish Airlines, your world within reach.
Selecta Powder Milk for children age from 1, 2, and 3. For children from 1 to 3 years old, Selecta Powder Milk, 1.2 kilogram and 1.6 kilogram packs. The use of milk supplement must only be upon the advice of health professional.
and we are back. It is now 6:56 p.m. So that is 4 minutes before 7 o'clock. And now, to clarify, I did say in the beginning that we have missed out a lot, especially with the downtime on Cool FM. And yeah, to those who are watching my show right now, I deeply apologize that you didn't get to hear what I said in the beginning of the program earlier. But TLDR, I explained why Cool FM went down in the first place, especially what's been happening with its downtime that lasted for 1.5 weeks and 1.5 week rather, and yeah. And apparently, the outage has to do with the PPPoE not being used anymore, which is very unfortunate. And yeah, I guess that's we now know the reason why PPPoE isn't working that led to the outage. But now, with the globe technician fixing the internet, with replacing with the new protocol, which is called Internet Protocol for Internet, it now works. So yeah, that's the long story short on how we managed to get back up. All right. Now, before we continue, Dreamcar just told me earlier during the break that he will indeed not be on my show. Unfortunately, that will be until next week, most likely. So, reasons that Dreamcar has been going through his test and he was stressed with his work. So, Dreamcar, get some rest. I believe you did well, and yeah, have some rest, bro. Have some rest. So yeah, I'll see you next week, Dreamcar. So yeah, hope to see you again soon, Dreamcar. And as for the co-host for the anime, it's also unfortunately that Asphere will not be in my program as well. It seems because he did say in my GC a couple of days ago that he will be back in December, so we'll see if he will be joining in December. But knowing that he has other priorities to do, I understand his decision and I respect that. So that same can be said for Dreamcar too. Okay, so now let's talk about the problematic age verification, because yes, I have learned through the viewer video that there are now going more countries are implementing age verification. Oh my gosh. And now this is the effect I'm seeing here. And yeah, look at some content creators. They're going to move away from Australia to another country. They didn't say why, but yeah, I guess nobody really likes the age verification bullshit, huh? So yeah, we'll have to talk about it. So this is coming from Billionario. So apparently this was sourced from Reuters. So let's read. So this is featuring Jordan Barclay, where he was born in Australia, and he built a company worth 50 million Australian dollars by age of 23 that produces gaming content for 23 million subscribers. Now, with a first world social media ban on Australian children younger than 16 set to take effect on December 10, he is thinking of leaving his Melbourne studio and moving abroad. Yep, he is against this because if the ban went into effect, where is he going to make money now, right? So this is his reason. This is what he said with his reason. Barclay said, quote, "We're going to move overseas because that's where the money is going to be. We can't afford to keep doing business if advertisers leave Australia," and quote, where he owns 7 YouTube channels such as EY Steam, Chip and Milo, and Firelight. 9 participants interviewed by Reuters in Australia's social media industry estimated to generate annual revenue of 9 billion Australian dollars or 5.82 billion US dollars, did not put a dollar figure on the ban's impact but agreed it could lead to a drop in advertisers and views. So I guess that's his reason why he is moving away from Australia, because of his concern with mass advertisers dropping Australia because of the social media ban. Now, YouTubers who get paid 55% of ad revenue and up to 18 Australian cents per 1,000 views could be hit hardest. That is according to the Susan Grantham at Griffith University, who is the social media researcher. So let's read the statement coming from Susan. Quote, if it is one clean sweep and all these accounts disappear, then instantaneously it's going to be detrimental to the influencer economy, end quote. The law requires companies to block the accounts of more than 1 million people under the cutoff age, punishing systemic breaches with penalties of up to 49.5 million Australian dollars. While teenagers can still watch YouTube without an account, the site's algorithm will fail to drive traffic to popular posts, reducing views. That's the concerning part. Equally, creators on YouTube, TikTok, and Meta or Instagram stand to lose earnings through promotions if the number of their followers fall. That is, once again, according to Susan Grantham. Advertisers are also on edge about campaigns targeting younger audiences, that is according to Stephanie Saichitano, who is a general manager at Sydney-based talent agency Born Bred Talent. Now, Berkeley's company Spawn Point Media sells advertising to companies such as Lego and Microsoft, but clients' interest in sponsorship deals has declined as the ban approaches, he said. Continuing with his statement, quote, they're worried about what the ban could mean later. If it expands, if it grows, it makes sense for us to invest overseas and not here, end quote. The United States could be among his options, he said, pointing to more favorable laws and government support in such markets. Now, about this one, don't jinx it too much, because there are already some US states that are considering in implementing age verification, and it is not going to be a good thing too. Some creators are already leaving to avoid the curves, such as influencers The Empire family, who told followers in October they were relocating to Britain. And ironically, that is where the UK Kids Online Safety Act is enforced as of today. The careers of those creating content featuring children younger than 16, such as family vloggers and child influencers, were particularly at risk. That's according to Crystal Abedin, who is the director of the Influencer Ethnography Research Lab. She said, quote, they agreed that in order to continue, it's an easy decision to immigrate, end quote. Children's Michigan's Tina and Mark Harris, whose Lala YouTube channel has 1.4 million subscribers, said, quote, any negative impact on income is going to hurt, end quote. But their main concern was last year's reputational damage from the government's description of YouTube's harm to children. Mark Harris said, quote, parents will get the jitters and stay away from YouTube in droves, end quote. And continuing, maybe that's quote, we just don't know. Now, fun fact, they were not included in the ban at first, but later they decided to include YouTube in the ban list because they found that 37% of minors were seeing harmful content on YouTube. The ban does a disservice to creators of high-quality content for children, according to Shannon Jones, who runs Australia's largest YouTube channel, Guns Patrol, with more than 33 million subscribers. Beyond Bake creator Junpei Zaki, who is the age of 28, whose output is mostly drawn from interactions with 22 million followers across TikTok and YouTube, expects the ban to cause a guaranteed drop in likes and comments from Australia. So this is what he said, quote, it does feel like I am ignoring my Australian audience that helped me get here because they can't interact, end quote. Saki estimates he will lose 100,000 followers to the ban, a blip in his global reach, but warned that smaller creators with domestic audiences would be hit harder. At the House of Lin food stall in Sydney's West, 50-year-old owner Dimi Herlix Lim has built a following by posting vlogs of his routine running the kitchen after school. Losing access to his TikTok and Instagram accounts will be a bad thing. That's what he said, as some customers recognize him from his videos, but he plans to return as soon as he turns 16. Herlix Lim said, "If I can't get my account back, I'll just get a new account and start everything from scratch." So, yeah, that is the biggest downside of the age verification coming from Australian government that will be banning users under 16, and we can already see that in the article earlier that advertisers are not pleased with their decision, and they're going to like hold their sales for now. But either way, this is not a good look for content creators who are based in Australia. Now, if you're an adult watching this, I am pretty sure you shouldn't be surprised, because again, parents should have the responsibility to monitor their children and discipline their children, right? But why is the government in the first place doing their job for them? That doesn't seem right at all. Like, where is the common sense? Where is it, right? That is something that we should be concerned about. I repeat, that is what we should be concerned, right, guys? Right? Yeah, it's not good. Really, it's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Now, we are just less than 2 minutes before 7:10, but we will have plenty to cover until 7:30. So let's get some articles from my server. If you could excuse me for a bit. Okay, well. Their XU feature about this account is not looking good. Yeah, I will have to say I think they're cooked. Everyone on X is cooked, myself included, because I still have an X account or Twitter. So here is the article from The Verge. Yup, it's called About This Account, and it will show or indicate where the account was created from and what country the base is currently in. So there have definitely been complaints about inaccuracy, which we will have a look at right now. So let's have a look at the first post on X. And by the way, we'll be going all the way until 8 because why not? So yeah, this is the partial extension for 8:30 p.m. extension. So this is the first report right here. This is coming from Sputnik, yes. I'm not the only one with an incorrect location, which most likely is due to VPN. I'm not finished. Lol. I would like it to show what country I created in. AppSun should clear that up. Here's another one. Wait, why is my... Oh, okay. Apparently it's... Like it says, apparently it's... opening in the same window. Alright, something seems a bit off I never even visited Argentina. Yeah, it is very, very off. It is very, very off. Let's continue with the last complaint here. Let's open a new tab this time. What does he or she say? Definitely a rough edge. He's fixed. They're not based in the United States, but they did create So let's read this one. Before we cancel everyone, I want to point out that this role is, in my opinion, a work in progress. My ex account also lists Ireland, and I show you, I have never lived on foreign soil ever. The rest is correct. So basically saying she did not create an account in Ireland, right? That is the messy feature coming from X we just saw. Now, the reactions from X, of course, was totally level-headed. They immediately recognized that the data was flawed and definitely didn't spend the last 24 hours trying to score political points, which we will not get into that too much. People on X have done almost nothing but shout that accounts they disagree with are actually foreign operatives. Even users who have publicly complained that the information on their profile was inaccurate continued on to make bad faiths about how their political opponents were running a foreign result. Yeah. And the inaccurate data could have some causes. People who travel or outlets or stuff scattered around the globe might appear to be based somewhere other than where they actually are, at least temporarily. If someone uses a VPN, it could affect where X shows their location. Some of it could just be old IP addresses. At the time of this writing, Hang Green's account is listed as being based in Japan. Music Tech, sister publication to the UK's and Me, is showing as based in the US, and Avid, Massachusetts-based maker of Pro Tools, is listed as being in Spain. Of course, there is also a kernel of truth to some of this. Yep. I guess it's safe to say that they have a lot of work to do for about this account feature, and knowing that this was coming, especially with the inaccuracy. So who knows if they're going to like fix it some other day, but yeah, do better. Yeah, do better, X. It is now 7:40 p.m. as we will be taking a break, and we will be extending the show until 8 p.m. because I need to cover plenty of articles that we have missed for the past 2 weeks. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. Stay along with us.
Ada Morelar po, inuman ng lasing, kahit kaibigan na, mga kasama, magtantuay light, para buhos ng inuman na para inuman. Ada Morelar po, inuman sa lasa kasama, tantuay light, masaya inuman kasama, gaan tama. Wag! Bakit may sibulok ba't naglabas sa pagkain?
Muntik na humalo sa baon mo!
Mag-joy! Para iwas sibulok, para tanggalin ng sibulok. Kitang malinis, amoy malinis, ramdam malinis. Mag-joy, iwas sibulok na tatanggal. Luto itlog, mag-GFC banana ketchup. Mabilis ng kain ng itlog, kinain na, mag-GFC banana ketchup, kainan na.
Uminom ka ng tinted cola sa isang malakas na lasa para masigla ang araw mo. Try na? Sarap, di ba? Available din sa mga bayan na walang sugar at 500 ml at 1 litro ng bote. Tinted Cola, refresh your life.
Ngayon Pasko ng mga fiesta ng fruit cocktail, mag Del Monte Fiesta. Para masarap ng salad ng fruit cocktail, handaan iyong ng Pasko, Del Monte Fiesta.
The Pimples Bacteria Dirt. This soap from acne problems. The Fond's Acne Clear White Face Wash. Removed anti-acne clear. The Kills Anti-Acne Face No Pimples. The Fond's Acne Clear White Face Wash.
Duck Ultimate Repair Deodorant. Remove anti-dark marks from 48 hours for complete no Brand X deodorant. Duck Ultimate Repair Deodorant.
Introducing all-new Clear Anti-Dandruff Shampoo para tanggalin ng dumi sa buhok. Para mawala ng dumi ng buhok. Introducing new Clear Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. Tanggal buhok.
Palay! Himala! Susgit! Milagro! Himala! Simot!
Huwag magulat sa tumutulong magpagana. Magtiki-tiki! Pinuno ng Gana Resistensya Boosters na tumutulong pampalakas kumain. Para lumakas ang resistensya.
Himala!
Tiki-tiki! Lakas kumain, lakas resistensya!
Mahalagang paalala, ang teke-teke ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat panggamitin panggamot sa anong uri ng sakit.
Mabango ang hair. Hindi lang ang hair, smooth pa rin. Thanks to Ospen Shampoo with 100% natural coconut cream. May long-lasting bango, kaya di lang mabango, bango smooth pa.
Magbagong TGF Meatloaf para iluluto sa meatloaf sa Pilipinas. Sarap. Basta luto sa meatloaf, sa TGF Meatloaf, 20 piso lang. Germs, ang brand X ng disinfectant spray. Ngayon, germs nasa bahay. Ikatulad nila sa germs, i-recommended, Lizol Disinfectant Spray. Lizol its kills of 100% germ para patay ng germ sa bahay kahit nila magbabakasyon para linis sa bahay. Patay ang germs nasa bahay, pero nasa bahay para wala ng germs. Mag-Lizol Disinfectant Spray, tanggalin ng germs, huwag duminang nasa bahay. From children for 1 to 3 years old, Bromo. From ages 1, 2, and 3, Bromo. From children for 1, 2, 3 years old. The use of milk supplements must only be upon the advice of health professional.
Para sa amin, she's our little princess. Sa kanila, she's one of the boys. Napapaikot niya kami sa kanya makulay na mundo. Kaya syempre, my little girl won't be sidelined. Fever, di ka kasali. She's back in the game.
Reach for doctor-recommended Calpol. Nothing works faster on fever than the paracetamol in Calpol. Katuwang magbigay ng ginhawa na maaasahan.
Calpol, when fever is gone, life takes its place.
Ang katapatan dapat pinatutunayan.
Di namin iniiwan ang work kung di tapos.
Ginagawa ang lahat ng makakaya.
Dedicated kami na mahanap ang perfect formula.
Ang habol namin, pinakamataas na quality.
Malinis ang intensyon. Ang katapatan, makikita sa kalidad ng champion. Puro sa loob ng mahigit 30 taon. Tapat po sa inyo.
New Clock and Wait Intensive Whitening Lotion. Para ilagay na lotion, wither skin in the fragrance you love. New Clock and Wait Intensive Whitening Lotion.
Kapag madalas nang magkasakit, kailangan kaya nating bumili ng gamot. Pero hindi lang basta mura, kailangan magaling na gamot. Dasal ng RightMed na gumaling kayo. Kaya gamot ng RightMed ay mababa ang presyo. Ngunit premium ang pagkakagawa nang kayo ay bumuti at sumaya, makiambag, at muling makibahagi sa buhay. Ginawa ito ng RightMed dahil dasal ng RightMed na gumaling kayo.
And we are back right here on Asphere's Cafe. It is now 7:21 p.m. And as I said earlier, my show will be extended until 8 p.m. tonight. So, without any further ado, wait, hold on. Anyway, I'm not gonna focus what's going on. Anyway, so let's have a look at the previous weekly poll results from November 17th and this week. Yes, I think we did cover. Yes, I think we did cover. Yes, I think we did cover. Weekly poll results last November 10. So let me just look it up. Give me a minute. Okay, so let's have some weekly poll results or smartphone weekly poll results from last week and this week. So here is the screen share, and well, it looks like who needs the Nothing Phone 3A Lite when the CMM Phone 2 Pro exists? Well, they were not convinced with this phone, to my surprise. So the result speaks for itself. So yeah, here's the result. For yes, I won one is sitting at 121, which is 7.5%. Maybe I'll wait for the review is 140 votes with 8.6%. It's not available near you with 40 votes. No, I would rather have the CMF Phone 2 Pro sitting at 368 votes with 22.7%. No, I would rather have the Nothing Phone 3A with 373 votes and 23%. I don't want an entry-level phone with 433 votes and 9.2%. And of course, none of the above. And one birthday. So, well, there you have it, guys. It really seems like for the first time ever, Nothing phone brand has screwed up with the phone 3A Lite. They were not convinced at all looking at this phone, and again, it has something to do with this trimmed down specs and of course Facebook being pre-installed on the entry-level phone. Ooh, boo, right? Now, as for this week's weekly poll results, it doesn't look good for OnePlus 15 either. Yup, they liking OnePlus 15, unfortunately. So here are the results. So for the poll results, yes, I won one with 739 votes, with sitting at 23.2%. Maybe I'll wait for the review at 348 votes with 10.9%. No, not at this price with 633 votes with 19.8%. No, I don't like the hardware with 383 votes sitting at 12%. No, there are better flagships than this with 875 votes sitting at 27.4%. I don't want a flagship with 80 votes and none of the above. So there are two groups that are currently unhappy with the OnePlus 15. They want a capable flagship, and OnePlus 13 was quite capable in their eyes, and another group wants a value for money flagship and thinks that the downgrades on the 15 should have come with the corresponding price cut. While the hype is looking good, it's already not looking good for OnePlus 15. OMG. I have to say, they're going backwards or is it? But I have already even seen a review that they're not happy either with the one with the lag while gaming, if my memory serves me right. Sheesh. So this is not looking good for OnePlus 15. So that's the weekly poll results for both Nothing Phone 3A Lite and OnePlus 15. Now, for this week's weekly poll, will you be getting Realme GT8 Pro? So, if you wanna know what this phone is about, it is a successor to the GT7 Pro. So the Realme GT8 Pro uses the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and that is not the only upgrade over the GT7 Pro. The screen is sharper, which has 6.79-inch display with 140p plus resolution, 144 Hz screen refresh rate versus compared to the previous iteration with 6.78-inch and 100 with 1262p plus resolution and 120 Hz. So yes, the battery is bigger, which is 500 milliamps bigger than the previous, which jumps to 7000 milliamps, and the camera is better. The 3x 65mm telephoto camera now has a large 1 and 1.56-inch 200 megapixel sensor, which is using Samsung HP5, and is a departure from the medium-sized 1.95-inch 50 megapixel sensor inside the 3.5 times 72mm per scope of last year's model. The ultra-wide also got a major bump to a 50 megapixel sensor, up from a lowly 8 megapixel sensor. The Recode GR mode is cool for fans of street photography, though we find it a bit limiting. The replaceable camera island is a gimmick. Well, it is. See, it looks like it. But which some will say, yeah, looks cool, and they're going to ignore anyway. The important thing is that the camera hardware produced excellent results with only minor complaints. So the said phone has a fast chipset, while the GPU needs more cooling, and the display is quite good, and the battery is one of the best, well, not as good as the Oppo or OnePlus 15 though. So, and then you have the similar phones to Realme GT8 Pro. You have Oppo Find X9 Pro and Vivo X300 Pro. So now here are your options for this week's poll. Will you buy a Realme GT8 Pro? Yes, I want one. No, not at this price. I don't like the hardware. I don't like the software. There are better flagships out there. It's not available near me. I don't want a flagship, and none of the above. That is the weekly poll for this week, and we will have our results next Monday. So if you want to vote on whether you will be getting this smartphone, go to GSM Arena website, and yeah, this is your chance to vote this week, because we will be seeing the results if they're going to be interested in this phone. So far, what do I think about this Realme GT8 Pro? I have to say, it looks quite good. It looks quite, yeah, it looks good, yeah. It looks really good. Alright, so that is the that is the smartphone results. Now I am confused as to what's going on in the server. I'm not gonna go deep too much, but if you know, you know. I'm not gonna explain it. Alright, let's give me a bit. Let me just. Alright, so let's have a look at another tech news. Obviously, we're not gonna have another commercial break, so we're going to continue. We are going to continue with our another round of tech news. Alright, sorry for awkward silence. But let me explain. There has been some how do I say this? There has been some oh my god. I don't wanna yeah. Anyway, let me check. Oh wait. Where's my server? Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's give it a moment here. I think I need to do something, but I'll do the yapping session because I will have my show extended till 8. So either way, guys, I haven't been on my show very lately because once again, as I mentioned earlier, it's been a very, very rough. It's been a very rough. Yeah, it's been a very rough time for Cool FM with the downtime, and I really miss y'all. I haven't even got a chance to highlight last Monday's episode because of the transcript still being processed at that time, and I completely forgot to highlight it, so it is already way too late for me to highlight it. But either way, it was quite kind of failure episode. Who cares? But other than that, I was supposed to do the show by on that day, but again, Call of Duty went down, so I didn't get the chance to do my show. But I did, however, got a chance to do the live stream. Do the live stream of me voting for the Game Awards, which you can see on Family Archives. But It is already members only, unfortunately, so you won't be able to like witness the, you won't be able to witness the, how do I do this? You won't be able to witness the of me voting on part one, but I can do the part two when I go live on Famine Archives tomorrow before my show, or I can maybe, I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, let me just copy paste the comment. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me look for another stuff to talk about. But anyway, it is good. It is good to do. It feels good once again to do my show. But yeah, as I said just many times, it's been a damn long time. It has been a damn long time. I repeat, it has been a damn long time, and you know that. It has been a damn long time. So let me just sort this file name. I am working on the POC, and then I have to like play it later after my show. Okay, and I'll just screenshot it. Alright, job's done. So now what else can we talk about later? Let's see. Lol. Wait a minute. Alright, I first forgot to mention that that hangout with Momono is returning later, supposedly. So yeah, expect the ironic Cool FM show to return later tonight, I think. Oh, Uy, ayan, 8:30. Ayun, there you go. So, 8:30. 8:30, yep. So, yep, I'll just start preparing. So, Terry, I'm pretty sure you are aware that Mama's show is currently going back on air, so you will have to take care of controlling Cool FM later. But for now, let me just I don't know. Just like play until either way. Okay, I think that looks good already. Alright. The time check is now 7:44 p.m. and of course, what am I talking again? Yeah, what am I talking again? Alright, so where is my server? Okay. Apologies for once again awkward silence. I would love to have Dream Car here, but he is very busy with what's going on. So pretty understandable. OMG, I'm very confused right now. Okay. Alright, let's talk about the Windows 11 File Explorer. And yes, Microsoft is planning to... And yes, Microsoft is planning to... you know... Microsoft is planning to make Windows 11 File Explorer run faster. So... This is coming from Windows latest, and yeah, here it is. So Microsoft admitted that File Explorer is slow and can take longer than usual to load, and is going to fix it in the next Windows 11 update. But the patch does not involve rewriting specific areas of File Explorer or fixing the root cause. Instead, Microsoft plans to preload File Explorer when you boot your PC. So this is how it works. So you can see, this is the current state when you open File Explorer, right? So now, yeah, when you boot Windows 11, it always starts to show just linked to explorer.exe, but that doesn't mean that the File Explorer itself is running in the background. Now Microsoft wants to change that, and it will end to make it always run in the background. So they're going to do that by preloading, and what preloading means is that it loads the app when it's not even open. So when you actually try to launch, it will always open immediately. This would mean faster performance for you, but isn't that going to make your Windows operating system run slower or hold slower? Well, we are unsure for now, but Windows latest doesn't think that is going to have an additional few megabytes of RAM usage, making Windows slower. Now, can you turn off the preloading? Well, yes, you can. So if you're running into performance issues, you just have to open folder options and then click view, and then turn off the enable window preloading for faster launch times. So yeah, Microsoft is still exploring the idea, and the enable window preloading for faster launch times toggle won't be turned on by default in Windows 11. Microsoft is testing the feature in preview builds. It will roll out to everyone in early 2026. So in addition to that, Microsoft is testing a compact context menu for WinUI 3 apps and even File Explorer. For example, Microsoft has created a new manage file option that houses options like compress to zip file, copy as path, and etc. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. So as we just read, Microsoft is indeed planning to there you have it, guys. So Microsoft is indeed planning to preload File Explorer, and I really do think it is a very good idea. So what do you all think about this new Windows, this upcoming new preloading feature from Microsoft that they will be bringing to Windows 11? Will you be looking forward to that? Let us know in the comments section down below. Okay, time check. It is now 7:51 p.m. and yeah, we're down to 9 minutes before how do I say this? Before the Wait, let me read. for a bit. Okay. Okay. Oh shoot, hold on. Did I configure it right? Uh-oh. Oh no! Where is the... Wait. Wait. Oh man. Guess that's the new order. I have as a DLC management right now. Let me just oh my gosh. Alright, I'll deal with the clocks later. But it's been confirmed. Oh wait, the show is still 8:30 now. Sorry, 10:30. 10:30 I think. Let me just... Alright. Okay, time check is now 7:55. We're down to the last 5 minutes before we wrap the coffee up. And I want to say to those who have been watching till the end of this episode, thank you so much for supporting me. I know this has been indeed a very long time since I haven't done with my show, since I haven't done since I haven't did a show for the past week, again because of the downtime. Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. My sister just came inside here. Alright, let me get mom on here. Hello, good evening.
Maayong adlaw mga
Yeah. Yeah. How are you,
It's
Maman?
been a while, guys. Guys, abangan ninyo
How are you,
mamaya
Maman?
8:30 ha. 8:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8:30. Yes, 8:30. So,
Magraran tayo.
But for now, I wanna ask you, Mr. Maman. So, what can you expect on your show later, on your return of Hangout with Maman later at 8:30, and until what time? 10:30, right?
10:30, yes. So, meron tayong pag-uusapan since bukas din ay GMM 2026. Ang daming mga speculations at ang dami ding at magrarantin tayo mamaya, lalo-lalo na sa mga fans na binabash si Vice Ganda dahil lang sa Juliet niyang post. So, ay, yung cellphone ko! Ayun. So, ayan guys.
You almost dropped your phone. You almost dropped your phone.
No. Nahampas ko yung cellphone ko. Sa screen pa naman, may trauma pa naman ako. Tsaka yung phone kong isa, yung Samsung, pick up coffee na siya. Green na kasi. Sira na yung screen. Kaya hindi ko na siya nagagamit. Yung pa naman gamit ko pag mag-ano ako ng picture. Magpipicture kasi maganda yung camera na ito eh. Ito na lang yung magandang camera na nagamit ko. So, sayang. Okay lang. Magtatrabaho din naman si Mama. Magkaka-iPhone din.
Alright. Okay.
Uy!
Alright. I think we're gonna have to wrap it up because we have to start playing the Christmas Station ID very, very soon. So it is 1 minute
And after that,
1 minute before.
After that, patugtog natin yung step after Christmas Station ID.
Okay. Alright. It is now 1 minute before 8 p.m. and that is it for Asphere's cover tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be extending my show again till 8, but I can guarantee to everyone that I will be officially extending my show starting next month, December. Yes, I will be extending my show to 8:30 p.m. until start until 8:30 p.m. starting this December. For real this time. So, that is it for me. It's almost time for Station ID, Christmas Station ID, which we will be premiering very soon. So this has been Asphere's Cover. The company is now closed. I'm Cairo, and we will be seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye!
Asphere's Cafe has served its national before the night. Produced by AspMedia and TGON Entertainment.